About 10 years ago, I had a very traumatic experience, and I started going through a transformation spiritually, which was a good thing. However, I started feeling guilty because I started reading New Age materials, which I've been told is against my religion. And when I was introduced to Abraham recently, I really liked it, and I believe in, and it feels good listening to the tapes. But I feel guilty in believing or listening to Abraham when it's not something that my Catholic religion acknowledges.
Someone said to us one day, who had a very religious background as you do, that while he was experiencing a metamorphosis and while he was experiencing so much more joy, that he was troubled by the fact that in Abraham gatherings, he said, you don't talk very much about God. You don't talk about God. And we said, we don't talk about anything else. We just use different words because the words that you have already used cause you to activate a vibration that doesn't mean what we mean. And so, at the heart of religion is that which we are and that which we know. We are not encouraging you ever to do something on an ongoing basis that you feel guilty about, because the feeling of guilt in and of itself is telling you that the thoughts that you are thinking are not compatible one with another, and that guilt is not a healthy thing for you to endure over a long period of time. But we would like you to understand what the feeling of guilt or any negative emotion always is. And it's always the feeling that comes forth when you focus upon something and activate it in your vibration, and your inner being, your own source, your own God, does not agree with it. So, for example, when you're doing something and you're finding pleasure from it, and then your thought is, I shouldn't be doing this because somebody else said that I shouldn't be doing this. And that negative emotion comes forth. The negative emotion is coming forth to help you to understand that you do get to choose what you give your attention to. It's an interesting thing as we watch religions. They are very good at offering guilt. And one of the big things that they do, and it's rather effective, it gets them much of what they are reaching for. They say to you, if you will do these things, you will be blessed. You are allowed to do these things and you are not allowed to do those things. And so you say, well, I want to be blessed and I want to be good and I believe that you are guiding me in the direction that will. And so as you do those things, you feel better. And as you don't do those things, you feel better because you've lined up with the idea of being good, which is who you are and what you want. And then you look over there and you see somebody else doing those things they're not supposed to do and not doing those things they are supposed to do. But as you look closer, you notice they're happy, you notice they're thriving, they're not being cursed, they're not being damned, their life seems to be working. And so you say, what's going on here? And then they say, oh, we forgot to tell you. You can't judge by how it is unfolding in your now. It's in the afterlife that your rewards and curses are offered. And then you say, then I have no way of knowing on my own the appropriateness of my thought, word, or action. And they say, that's right, you have to take our word for it. And we say, that would evoke quite a bit of discord.
It does.
Because you have guidance within you, and if you will listen to what they say, they will tell you that. They will tell you that God resides within you, that the kingdom of heaven is within you. They will tell you that you are supposed to live a good life. They will tell you that God loves you. And we say, God does indeed love you. And you are the same energy that is. And you can feel your alignment with it, and you can feel your misalignment with it. Esther did not have a religious background. While she was raised in a town that was religiously oriented, she was not accepting much of it. It all felt too strange to her. And through the years, she has not read or studied much because it did not appeal to her. And as she begins to feel Abraham's response or Abraham's approach to most religions as they are now discussed in gatherings like this, Esther has come to realize that at the heart of every religion is that which is in vibrational alignment with that which Abraham teaches. In other words, at the heart of all of them, and that is in fact the reason that we are called Abraham. It is the best label that speaks to the energy that is us. Because as our friend helped us to express so clearly, we were in the vibration of that which you know as dinosaur. We have been in the vibration of that which you have known as man and all religions, you see. And so, it is an age-old problem. This religion says we are true, which makes all other false. And that one says, no, we are true, which makes all other false. And then they use that as their justification to try to obliterate one or the other. We must get rid of this thing that is different from us in order to validate that which we are. And we say, you do not need to seek validation from others. Your own alignment with your own source gives it to you. And will again and again and again. And you are as connected to source energy as any religious leader that you have ever met or ever read about. You have same access to same information that they do. You are tapped into infinite intelligence. Don't let them belittle you and make you less than that.